we as the African American people is under attack all across the country. And I'm glad that we have a young man who dedicated himself to the sports, and now he's dedicating himself to the younger kids. You know, Ross, I want to commend you because Wallace, all the time, we got to start at the bottom, coming up.
Well, he's not just done it to the younger kids. He came back to Player Boss, Carroll Crow, Louisiana.
Yeah.
You understand me? And took up his grandfather
Gardening.
farm,
Yeah.
ran.
Go ahead, brother.
I commend him for that, and he's trying to do the ranch, the farm, the family ties, and he dedicating his time to Holy Family School,
Yes.
to these kids.
Teaching them how to grow.
Yep, he even adopted the school as a mentor to the school. And I commend you for that, Ross.
Thank you. I mean, this has been it's not a labor, it's not anything. It's just something that I have in my heart. And Oscar, you had mentioned this earlier about being dedicated. I was always dedicated to education.
That's right.
That was the thing. My grandmother, my grandfather out here, my mama, my papa. Every time they spoke with me, they cared about sports. They did,
But education was the key.
that was what they said was going to keep me free.
And it did.
And protect your mind.
Yes.
And everything else will follow.
Yes.
And that's all they would talk about. And even now I hear stories about how you were blessed because your grandparents could read and write.
That's right.
And we forget that. We forget that that's a skill that wasn't even given to our black people.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. My grandfather had a grocery store in St. Martinville. And my grandfather couldn't even sign his name, Wallace. They would come, bring stocks to the store, and guess what he had to do? Put an X.
Mm-hmm.
And even growing up as young kids, he always told us, knowledge is power.
Always.
All right? Knowledge is power. Okay? We got a lot of young kids out in this world that don't know where the tomato come from. Don't know where cucumber
They know
come from.
they know where it come from out the store, but they don't know what it takes to get that tomato to
Well,
the store.
I tell you,
And
they
that's
know
what
where it come from in Holy Family,
it
though.
come out the store to them,
Yeah.
but they're not understanding where it come from, Ross.
We know where it come from. It come out that bucket. We're growing them right now.
All right.
We're growing them right now.
Yeah,
Strawberries,
yeah,
tomatoes.
Out the
Shout out
ground.
to our right out the ground. We're
Yeah,
doing
now
it.
see, you wanted to go out there and get it in the bush.
That's where it come out, Brother Paul, at the bush.
Yeah.
That's where it comes.
Out the ground.
Out the ground. Brother Paul and Ross, I don't know if you understood that once a time, black farmers was under attack.
Still under attack.
Still on
They're
that
still
table.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. They never got their due.
They never got their due. And why? Why you think they suppress them?
Once we get
They
it,
didn't want them
they're
to-
not gonna want to. They're gonna try. They can't take it away from us.
But that's
the
why
the production.
that's why we got to produce, meaning that I'm gonna produce it and I'm gonna sell it.
Sell it.
Okay?
But regardless how it go, we could produce things, but when it comes to sell it, guess what we gotta sell it?
No,
to?
we don't. We doing that because that's the way we want to do it.
No, we doing that because that's the way we was
Taught
taught
to do it. All right.
Not the way it should be done. We was talking Wednesday on the show how these guys went to get an education, came out with an education with a piece of paper.
That's all it was.
You understand me? But far as community education to where you have a heart for your people, they didn't get that
Yeah.
because they taught the white kids how to be a certain way. The white kids taught the black kids how to be a certain way, and they didn't learn their way themselves.
Ross, what you just said said about
So we mentioned in the last hour. I mentioned it again in this hour. In that program was a circular flow of economy.
tell me what is a circular flow?
The circular flow of economy. We're keeping the money in our own circle. That's what the book would speak about. And we were the only primarily majority black school. We were the only one that participated in this program. So our kids had a chance to learn, all right, what's the rule of law? What's the importance of the 14th Amendment? Why, when they hear the story about the Boucheries, this person got that person that got, that was the circular flow of the economy.
Amen.
One person had okra, another person had chicken. That was the circular flow of the economy. So let's bring it to life, right? Let's bring it to life for the kids today, and they got a chance to see it when they did the ownership and the entrepreneurship at BizTown, Roper Show Center.
And that's what we need. We need a circular flow of the economy, meaning that we
don't play.
Rob?
Keep a circle tight.
All right.
Keep it tight.
But you see what you saying? You saying these kids are getting an education into that.
Now.
If they wasn't getting an education into it, I wonder how many would be there. But because they didn't encourage education in that, but the thing of it is we had spelling, and they're not teaching kids how to spell nowadays. Yeah. They want them to read, but they can't spell the word to recognize what they're reading.
Yeah. Well, we got to stop handicapping our children. We got to teach our children about economics, the strength of the dollar.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want us to learn the strength of the dollar. And like I told you, Wallace, my grandfather couldn't even sign his name. But one thing he understood was that dollar meant economics.
And power.
And power.
When we was coming up, everybody was talking about go to school. But a lot of people wasn't talking about education in school.
Yes.
As long as you go to school, the truant officer, used to have truant officers, used to chase you around and pick you up and bring you home. And then your mama and daddy had to correct you. Or if not that, you went to little juvenile hall.
Let me say this, Wallace, and you could testify to that because you got age. And I want to bring to the light is that as an African American child in your time, y'all had to take hand-me-down books, books, and be behind who? Behind the white kids, okay?
Yep.
Behind the white kids. They kept y'all behind the white kids. They never allow y'all to advance in front of them. They always at one or two. Where y'all had to be?
In the back.
Okay? That's the cycle that needs to be broken. Why we always gotta be behind when we always the one who you think invented the air conditioner? Who you think invented the heart transplant? So we dumb? We that dumb?
No. But take it back to cooperation.
Yes.
Because you got enough black wealth.
Yes.
You got enough black wealth spread out through all over Lafayette.
But they teach the black wealth that is spread not to invest back in themselves. They want to do. Look, we got a perfect example. Look, our black federal judge. Look what he did, Wallace.
He cut down the. He cut down.
Uncle Tom.
Oh.
A Negro king, a house Negro smiling for the throne. Use the last Now he acts as if he climbed alone. Traitor sold the dream for
They
privilege.
talking about Clarence Thomas, y'all.
Mississippi, forgot who fought.
You talking about CT?
He's a traitor. And Uncle Tom, a
He
Negro,
called him a
a
tongue.
house
CT.
Negro, smiling
Man, he calling down now, brother, while I was down there. What it look like over there? In your neck of the woods.
let him finish sing the song.
Now he acts as if he climbed alone. He's a traitor, a traitor, a traitor of the worst kind. Who betrayed his own people? He's a traitor.
He's a traitor, y'all. He's a traitor.
Man, God,
You know,
man.
and
Wow, you
look,
gotta pass that on, bro.
yeah, but look, he's not the only one.
No.
That's trading us.
There's a bunch.
You know, he's just
It's all
sitting.
time.
He's just sitting on the Supreme Court,
and trade.
where he got a little more power
Yes.
than those that's here in the state, those that's here in our city, our parish, and things like this here. So he's not the only one. But the thing of it is, we got to learn not to be like him.
All right. And no, you know what? I say it all the time, Wallace. I tell you that all the time. We got to learn that all money is not good money.
Yep.
The message matters too. The message matters.
All right.
The country. Why can't we proudly and boldly say the country was built on diversity?
It
The
was.
country is built on equity. The country is built on inclusion. The Declaration of Independence, right?
Yes.
We hold these truths
Truths,
that
yes.
all men
Created equal.
are created equal. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
That's right there in the Declaration of Independence. Who's going to stand up and say that? Who can stand up and proudly beat their chest and be like, we are the ones?
Well, that's
That diversity matters, equity matters, inclusion matters, and this country.
the brainwash is thinking that they can survive. They can't survive, okay? They can't survive because we built everything in this country. But we got some people who was taught that white supremacy was power. Wallace.
They got people that's scared of white supremacy.
No, they was taught that white supremacy is power. The man that's in the White House right now was taught that white supremacy was power, and that's the only power.
It's the colonizing power.
That's all it's about.
It's the colonizing power. But when you think about white supremacy, you think about the Ku Klux Klan, you think about instilling fear in us. It's still happening today. Tennessee right now.
Yeah.
Tennessee is getting ready to vote.
Yes.
They're getting ready to redistrict, similar to Louisiana. Tennessee is going to take the place where the Ku Klux Klan was created.
Yes.
Now they're going to create a partisan state, a Republican state, single-party rule. And last time I checked, I'm not living in China. I don't live with the Chinese Communist Party. I don't live under single-party rule.
No, you don't.
Right? So why are we going to allow, and this is for both Republicans and Democrats, whatever you sit with. Why if you love America, if you truly believe in the values of America, single-party rule should never be the answer.
No.
A fifth party
That
where we
should
can
be-
really start get some conversations going. Now we're starting to talk about something. But Tennessee is about to change. They're about to do 9 districts, all Republican.
Yeah.
Take away the power of Memphis. Take away the power of Nashville. They're taking away the power of the cities. Jackson, Mississippi. Austin, Texas. New Orleans. The playbook is still the same.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
getting ready to
whoa,
say.
whoa,
You know what I want to say?
Hold on now. Hold on.
All right.
Look, we're talking about parties right now.
And we talked about it this week, me and Wallace.
Yeah,
So
well,
tell
look.
them what you told me, Wallace.
If we do the playbook where we all register as Republicans. You understand me?
Hold on. Listen.
No, listen. We know what we are. You understand me? So we have to play the game. That's just like
We playing the game.
playing the game. We were slave Republicans.
Yes.
You know, under the slave master, we was Republicans. But when they gave us our voting right, they say, well, how are we going to tell them from us? So they gave us the jackass
Democrat.
Democrat, you know. And if
We beat him at the game.
yeah, good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
No, thank you. How y'all doing today?
We done fine, and yourself?
I see y'all talking. Y'all serving the food today, huh?
Well, I guess we're gonna do that.
It's a lunch that we should all be eating.
Yes.
Just to make a comment about what y'all doing, I see there's a lot of people in Baton Rouge shouting and hollering and making a spectacle of themselves. They're not getting nothing done there. You're gonna buy the man gas to go there. You're gonna buy his food to go there. You're gonna rent his room to go there. It really nothing taking place there. It's just a matter of a show. It's a photo op. Where the real work takes place is right here at home. Mm-hmm. You can't go fight a war in Korea and you got battles right here. You have a city the size of Lafayette. You don't have one financial institution for the people. You don't have one major grocery store. You don't have nothing that can feed your people. You can't lead the people that you can't feed. Mm-hmm. And if you can't feed your dog, your neighbor will take him if you feed him. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing with human beings. We talk a good talk, but we don't walk the walk. Wow. A lot of these black districts are for these districts back. But once we get them back, they impact the district influences by their dollars. Mm-hmm. And we allow this to happen, and we continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. We have a black man running for state senate. I haven't seen a politician yet endorse him. Mm-hmm. Not one. Mm-hmm. They had a meeting greeting in Lafayette. I went out there 2 weeks ago. Not one black leader was there to show some support for the man. Mm-hmm. So all that talk we talk is just talk. It's just talk. We still working under the principle of the house Negro and the Negro. You can be a well-educated Negro or a dumb Negro. It don't matter. Because I don't see no success nowhere. We can't get together, a group of black men in the room, and have conversation. We can't do that. Yes. We watching $1 million basketball players, $1 million athletes fighting one another every day. Mm-hmm. You don't hear one bank in Lafayette complaining about the other bank. No. You know they all do it banking.
That's right. They're doing business.
Yep.
They're doing business. What do we do? And then you look the school board. Look the school board.
We'll call it. Can I say? From 12 to 3. So they do have some people who are trying in small ways, who are trying to step up.
Okay. But we need the community to actually step up and understand. We are the people that is under attack. It's time for us to start. We need a black bank in Lafayette. We need some type of black financial institution in our area. But you know what's so bad? We always fighting against one another. They always put some negative things in our community to put us off track, fighting against one another.
I hate to make I don't want to hold all your time. Right now, they're fighting for a millage tax in St. Andrew Parish. Now, let me show you how dumb we are. Mm-hmm. When you pay your phone bill, when you buy gas, when you get your paycheck, we pay Louisiana state taxes. When you do your income tax, you pay Louisiana tax. Why does we need another millage tax when we just have to go to the state and say we need more money for our schools here. But what we do, we put blacks in place, give them a suit and a tie, and they hold the key to the vault. So we're gonna burden poor people with another millage tax where we could go to Baton Rouge and get the money. That is our money in Baton Rouge as well. Yes. But what we do, they just say, "Oh, if you don't do, you don't love black children." No, y'all don't love black children. No. Listen, with a sign saying "Vote for the millage," but they don't know when whether the tax pass or not pass. Because Monday morning, the same bank they're doing with, the same insurance company, the same air conditioning company, the same plumbing company, going to continue to get paid. Yeah. But we buy into the story, if you don't support that, you don't like black children. Yeah. Where is those bankers and all? They must not like black children. I don't see them fighting.
Yeah.
I don't see them fighting, but we buy into the line to give us the talking points that it's not going to pass, and I hope it don't pass. Yes. Because at the end of this year, we're going to lose the majority on the board anyway.
That's right.
Blacks won't be the majority anymore. Yeah. So we're going to strap our elderly people with another burden. All these smooth talking, proper talking Negroes need to go back to the plantation, because this is where the problem is coming in. And I hope it offend a bunch of y'all that it make y'all change, because I can see it. These suit-and-tie Negroes ain't worth the salt need, because they're so busy trying to be accepted. They look like I own a lot of real estate in Louisiana. I'm out in coconut trees. Oh, yeah. So all these markers and clowns can jump from limb to limb.
I know who you are.
You know who I am.
Yes,
right here in Lafayette, Paris.
Yes.
These Negroes was jumping and hollering on the stage when this woman won for. There was like an ape. They was jumping from limb to limb the night she won.
Yeah.
Well, now they can't make no demands.
Wow. And she ain't got nothing look like us. All those Negroes that was jumping on the stage, on the stage at the time, look like us in the administration.
Sure, you go to New Orleans, they was jumping from limb to limb like an ape, like a monkey. And what happened? Yeah. Did you see that mayor anywhere when they were trying to get Calvin back, give him his seat? No, you didn't see him.
Didn't see him.
No.
You didn't see him. But Look, Governor Edwards. They had a meeting at one of the churches in Sunset. Some of these Negro suit coat was so long, when they got in Sunset, the tail of their coat was still in Appaloosa. They filled the building. he just endorsed somebody for U.S. Senate. He wasn't one of us.
Yeah.
No.
We never learn. We never learn.
We got to learn.
We want acceptance.
Well,
we wanted. If God made anything dumber than a black man, He kept it for Himself.
Have a good day. You have a blessed day.
All right, thank you for that call.
I want to say something, Wallace. I'm glad I'm not dumb, and I'm glad that my daddy and people put knowledge in me. You know, unfortunately, y'all, we got some people that politics is nothing but trickery. It's all about who controls what. The federal dollars, where the federal dollars is allocated.
Our politicians are people too. Our politicians are people too. So I will say this to the senator and his family. They're going through a loss, and the whole community should pray for them.
Yes, ain't no doubt. He
does do a lot, and one of the things that is not highlighted is that there's a feeding program. They got all kinds of programs that are under the table, and this one is a good one.
Which one it is?
It's a feeding program.
Not to cut you off, Ross. Where you say is that?
Where is that? Yeah.
Where you say is
it's
that?
It's all over the schools on the north side.
It's under the table.
Yeah.
When it's under the table, it's not on the table.
It's not on the table. And I understand. I want to respect that certain people don't want to promote everything that they do. I had a chance, when I met the guy that founded Acadiana Ambulance, and I had a chance to go to his funeral service and hear all the things that he was doing positively under the table. It really blew my mind. I had no idea. There were so many different people and families that he supported. Now, obviously, it makes you wonder about what else is going on. But there's always going to be that give and that take. And then but on the political side of things, I'm new on the Catholic side of things. I'm new in the Catholic Church, new in all that stuff within the last year, the last 2 years. But the divisions between Immaculate Heart, Assumption, Holy Rosary, St. Anthony.
Why do you think that division exists?
Black people don't want to work together. We're so worried about who's the chief in this parish and who's the chief in that parish and who's going to be collecting this and who's going to be collecting that.
It's not just about black people that want to work together. It's about a diocese who promotes that foolishness amongst these different.
But why let them do? We know the playbook, like you're saying. We know the playbook.
So that's what we got to understand. First of all,
don't let the diocese play with us.
All right.
The black Catholics here are stronger than anywhere else in the United States.
Yes, but we let the diocese.
We have the power here.
Yeah, right. The playbook
in Lafayette. We have the power to write. The black Catholics here are stronger than anywhere else in the United States.
Because they all go to the Carmelite.
They do. They're strong, and we're so worried about who's here in that parish and who's here in that parish that we can't even come together to build a school.
We don't even talk about.
We had to go to those people to build a school.
Yeah, you know what's so bad? We talk about when you talk about the diocese, we don't even. What really upsetted me, and I'm gonna say it. He was a member of the SVD, and the bishop came and sit totally on the other side, never mingle with us African American people. And he's the bishop. He's supposed to represent the church, not just black.
And you still run the church on Sunday morning.
No, Wallace, I don't go to church. I pray at home. But let me make you understand something. I seen that with my own 2 eyes, and it really offended me. It really offended me. People don't talk about, even today, Ross, people don't talk about how the mission in Bay St. Louis came about. A black man couldn't become a priest, Wallace.
Why you think I got it?
Okay, a black man. But do we educate our children on that?
Father McKnight. Father McKnight was the first black priest to come to.
As African American people, have to do what? Have to own and control. And still today,
we're still talking about the same. So we're still talking about the same. Still today, we're still talking about the same. Our message hasn't changed. Our message hasn't changed. Whether it was 60 years ago in 1960, y'all remember that.
We're back at the same.
And so we can blame a man, we can blame this, we can blame that. But I'll say this in defense of the bishop. When they tried to close Holy Family, I was a part of that conversation.
He was there.
He was there.
All right.
And there were a lot of people that should have been there that weren't.
Yeah. But
and so we can point at this power, that power. But when it do a better job taking care of ourselves, there's no reason why between Immaculate Heart, Holy Rosary, and Holy Family we can't have a high school.
We can.
There's no reason.
We can.
You can't tell me that's not.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
We can.
How large that parish is at Immaculate Heart?
We can. But it's people that want to suck up, and we got to stop sucking up, and we got to begin to move. I'm so heartbroken with everything that's going on in this community when it pertains to us. Okay? We're behind time. Go through the community. Ride. Now, what y'all not understanding, I applaud the fact there was we got a project called adjudicated property. Right now, adjudicated property has been freezed in Lafayette Parish. And why you think adjudicated property has been freezed in Lafayette Parish?
Because some blacks was trying to get it.
You have some young black men doing some things.
just like that in Lake Charles, the same way.
But Brother Paul, but it was all right for them to get it. They got and let me tell you something, and that's where our elected officials gotta understand. Okay, if you got them coming in our neighborhood and getting 50, they should never be getting 50. They should only have a cap on what they could get.
It's a free market, right?
It's a free market.
It's a free market.
That's right.
It's a free market, and we don't do a good enough job
on educating our people.
Not just educating the people. Let's use the arguments against them.
Yes.
These are the documents that they put out.
Yes.
If it's a free market, why y'all stopping a free market?
All right.
Right? Why y'all stop? So
because now we
so
getting involved. We
don't even have an excavator on the property. There ain't nothing but grass growing over there now.
You sure?
I'm telling you, when we leave from here, I'll ride you over there.
You're going to have to ride me over there to
Hey,
see.
man, everything done shut down over there where Buckets was coming. At one time, they had excavators, they had bulldozers, they had dump trucks running all
Yeah,
over
I've seen
there.
that over here.
I'm glad you told me because you know I'm going to do some homework. You know I got to call. You know I got to make some calls.
You know,
I got to make some calls.
Now, is they going to pick up construction back down the road? I don't know. But ain't nothing on that property now.
The last statement on the news was it was supposed to be ready for 2027 or 2028?
2027.
2027. It was supposed to be ready. So 2027 is coming fast.
And look like they should be bringing some blocks, some bricks, some wood or something over there. Well, I'm telling you, man, it is this. The grass done almost took over everything that they done cleaned out.
Well, we're gonna check it out.
They don't put they putting up a new restaurant over there by the Praisons up there by where. Gonna be ready by the fall.
Yeah, I saw it. I've been keeping up with it. You know, that area has grown tremendously because you got not just the walk on, you have also the
Wingstop,
the best stop Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, that area.
Some good things.
They got some good things. Karen Crow is growing tremendously.
But we got black families out there, right? You know. It's me, I'm the guy, or I'm the woman, or whatever. But who's going to be able to organize those families out there to say, hey, people are coming out here. Our land is valuable.
Yes.
Are we going to sell out? Are we going to figure out a way to lease it? Are we going to figure out a way to make some money off of it? What are we going to do? Because like you're saying, Oscar, we already know what's going to happen. They're going to come out here. They're going to say, oh, that property is a Jew. They're going to change the laws, this and that, come and get it, all the good things. But we know it's coming.
Yes. Let me say this. And I talked to different people. I think I told you that, Wallace, too. And I took you downtown and I showed you what I showed you. I said everything they got, they reconstruct. Mm-hmm. They don't tear it down.
Nope.
Evangeline Hotel, what they turned it into?
A senior citizen living spot.
Okay, but yet everything in our neighborhood they tear down, and we allow them to tear down.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Like I see it just because it's raining, there's still sunshine. Come in, your guests. To say he wasn't brought up in Lafayette, don't have hardly no ties, don't have no kids and Holy Family, and he don't have to be here. He could be doing something else with his own thing. Mm-hmm. And he's fighting for Holy Family, other in our community.
Mm-hmm.
So I commend him for that, what he's doing, because he got a backbone.
Amen.
You know,
Right.
the people that was born and raised here don't care about it because they bought and paid already, bought and paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't get into politics. Be your own man,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Take care. Nice show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, Ross, that's why they call me the troublemaker, because, you know, sometimes I'm just so upset that we gone 40 years back instead of going 40 years ahead.
So Macomb, Vise, Fightingville.
Yes.
Right? The
Azalea Park.
Azalea
Truman.
Park, Truman.
Yeah,
Those divisions, we got to let those divisions go.
yeah.
We got to let it go.
And begin to work together.
And beginning, because if we don't let it go, our future is looking bleak.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's looking bleak.
Yes.
And if we keep allowing, okay, they canceled this election.
yes.
They do the judges here.
I want y'all to
Right.
understand that although the governor
No,
said,
no, you're right. They canceled an election in the
Yes.
middle of an election.
yes, yes.
This is power. They're exercising power on a whole new level where democracy is. It's not just black people that's under attack. Democracy is under attack,
Yeah.
and they're doing it right in front of our face.
Yes.
In this election right here, with this U.S. redistricting and Cleo Field's seat and everybody else's seat that they're about to they're canceling a modern day election.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about white supremacy. I want y'all to understand everything they're doing is about white supremacy, meaning that we as black people, we don't have the ability to call a shot anymore. We don't have. They wanted to be included. They went along to get along.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. If I was in any office and if you can't work in my area, bring money to my area, but you want me to bring money to your area, I'm going to vote down what you want to do. Am I right or am I wrong, Wallace?
Well, you see that's
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's what happens, you know, when you go to the council meeting, you know, you might have council that talk up for us, you understand me? But when the white folks vote no on something,
Yeah.
they go along and vote no too.
Yeah. Come on.
Instead, if they vote yes, you understand
Vote
me?
no.
Vote no. You know what I mean?
Play the game.
And explain
Why? That's right.
It's just like when I talked about that daiquiri shop.
Yes.
You know, I heard when I talked to one of the councilmen.
Don't say the name.
When I talked to one of the councilmen, don't tell me how to talk. He said everything was going in their favor.
Yes.
Everything was going good in their favor, but their lips. Because if they would have opened their mouth, they might have got it in their favor.
Yes.
But nobody said nothing. Just look with a smile. You know,
Hey,
didn't say nothing.
Russ, you got your phone? Take a picture.
So you
You're not
know,
gonna see it very often. Right?
so you know that's the kind of things that we have.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
along to get along.
They go along to get along, and you know they've been after me because they can't control me.
No.
They can't control Oscar.
No.
Sometimes they get away with it.
No. Hey, Wallace, let me tell you something. And you know how I am. You know how I am. Let me tell you something. I don't fear nothing. The only thing I believe in is my God. My God overrules. You know, and it's sad when you got people who don't stand up for the battle. Since KJCB Radio, we've been standing up for the battle. We've been on the battlefield, you know, and we're going to continue to be on the battlefield. A lot of things we done, we didn't get recognition for it because it wasn't about getting recognition. It was always about making a better place for our future generation.
Mm-hmm.
It never has been about me, myself, and I.
Nope.
And it was for the LA Gator stuff, for the scholarship that the state gives. But long story short, I heard some testimony from some local students at a school called Jehovah Jireh in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
2 young black people. One is graduating this year at 18 years old. She's graduating with her associate's degree already.
18.
At 18. She's
Very intelligent young lady.
graduating from high school.
Okay.
With her associate's degree. Right? And then the other guy was the son of the principal,
We got some smart.
So you got people that are doing things.
Yeah, we got some smart individuals.
And so let's start putting out the networks. Let's start putting out the branches. Let's start finding out ways, the same way other people are organizing and creating their circular flows of economy.
That's what we got to do.
Let's start figuring out who are the players, who are the people that are doing it.
Yes.
Happening in Lake Charles. Happening in Baton Rouge,
Yes.
Hosanna Christian.
Yes.
Well, let's figure out where it is, because the more people we pull together, the
better
more,
it is.
the more resources we pull together. I mean, I'm not telling no one person can do anything.
No.
Right?
We got to get back to the Black Wall Street, Wallace.
It's
Well,
on.
you know,
We gotta get back to the Black Wall
what it is. They playing chess. The pieces on a chessboard, you could understand how they move.
That's
you know,
right.
and what they're moving for.
Yes.
And that's to protect the king.
Yeah.
You know, and if we could get to that and learn how to protect each other in what we all about, things would be altogether different.
You know what?
Like nobody can come and tell me nothing about Ross.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because
But
Ross is moving.
They could tell Ross something about. It's up to me to understand who you are. Oscar, he ain't nothing but a troublemaker. Big mouth.
Yes, I
But
am.
can't nobody come and tell me he's got a big mouth. Can't nobody come and tell me he's a troublemaker.
'Cause I am.
I already know that.
That's right, because I am.
Because you are. You know,
right.
but I'm saying, they can't come tell me that to make me. No way.
If I have anything to say, I'm going to say what I have to say. Because guess what? That's why the good Lord blessed me with a mouth.
And
right.
sometimes it's a big mouth too.
I don't care. But it always speaks what's right. It always speaks what's right. Raise and put money in our community and rebuild our community. That's just not gonna happen.
Nah.
We
got to have a vision.
We got to stop letting people tell us, "Oh, Ross, that barn not good. Tear it down. Tear it down, Ross."
And look
But why can't this thing? But why bring it up to Paul? That's what they do.
But look what they did to the barn on the ranch. They brought the barn up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, they did.
And the barn
Young
was
man.
leaving, getting ready to be torn
It was
down.
about to tear it down.
Okay, so everything.
Brother Ross.
Yes, sir.
You know, I noticed that they got a lot of informal NFL and basketball stars from Louisiana. Do y'all got y'all comrades across the different divisions, even though you football? We got a whole bunch in the state of Louisiana.
You got a whole bunch.
You know what you just said? Wallace, my witness. I've been talking about organizing the state, not a politician, not the mayor, the citizens. We're talking about go and meet them where they at. And I noticed you can go in back in the newspaper see all in certain things.
So everybody would be on a roster where you know.
On that roster with you. Even though they played baseball, they still played.
Well, let him answer the question now.
Oh yeah, let me shut up.
They do have a couple groups that are out there that are organizing all pro athletes, whether that's hockey, baseball, soccer, women's basketball. Women's basketball now is taking off. With high school sports in general now, and this is to your point, Oscar, with high school sports, you guys already know what happened in the 80s and people were busing and buying cars and things like that that was going on.
Right.
It's going to happen again. But now it's going to be legal, right? They're going to be able to buy and pay for certain students in high school to perform on the football field or the basketball court or the track and field, whatever it might be. This is all going to be legal things. So we're going to get attacked from all kinds of ways. We're going to get attacked with a lack of education. We're going to get attacked with being able to maximize and capitalize on our talents at an early age, and we may not have all the experience necessary to know how somebody's using us or this or that. And Oscar, you made another good point. I wanted to say this before anything. Jackie Robinson, and it would be interesting, I think, if we were in school or I'm in a school, but to have some type of program where we talked about the demographics of the parties.
That's right.
And how it's changed.
Yes.
And why.
You hit the nerve too, brother. You right on.
I love you, younger man. Stay focused.
Yeah, man, you special, dude.
Stay focused.
And I like what you said last 50 years. And it give me more courage to encourage me by when I see young people like you doing what you do.
And that's
and speaking like you speaking.
And basically,
that's special, man.
And basically, Brother Paul, in order to move the country, and that's why I tell you, Ross, that's why people want to erase history. Because when a person don't know where he come from, he will never know where he needs to be and where he's going.
Well, right? Brother Nancy's, all I'm gonna say is, you don't need no ticket. Just get on board. Don't wait till the train leave the train station and be out. You don't get left behind.
Yes.
This here's a participation sport. We need y'all to start showing these last 2 days of these polls. That's going all across the board, including especially in Lake Charles.
Yeah, well, look, our time is winding down again. We got back to Lafayette.
What happened? What happened, Brother Rose?
All right.
Please,
Please, y'all, go exercise your right to vote.
Yeah.
Exercise your right to vote.
You got
Brother
today
Ross,
and tomorrow.
Brother Ross, you are a young man. What would you say to the young people that says my vote don't matter? My vote don't count.
And say what you ask them a question. We ain't got that much time.
If you don't vote, you vote for the people who are gonna put us in jail.
Yep.
You couldn't have said that better, my brother.
That's right. You're voting for the people that'll put you in jail.
Of the world.
You know,
your vote does matter.
But look, you guys, we done wind down again. I hope y'all enjoyed the program that we brought you guys today. I want to thank Brother Ross, the Super Bowl champ for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and all that he's done for Holy Family School, all that he's done for the kids, for his ancestors' upbringing of him, their property. The things that he's doing is God's gift to you. Mother's Day. Don't forget, Spring Swing is on and popping. They're setting up now for tomorrow. Yeah. I think the gates open at 2.
I'm going to break a leg tomorrow.
Oh, don't come back on them questions. We see you looking back at the thing for next week.
Well, you guys, support Spring Swing. Is a culture of different people that's going to be there. You don't have to worry about violence or anything like this here. It's going to be well secured.
Family atmosphere.
family atmosphere, you know. And on Sunday, they have the Mother's Day bash at the convention
Convention
center.